Welcome to Stave Draws. I'm Stave, a Dutch illustrator and animator. And in this video I'm going to explain how you can print a stone lithograph from Claybord. And I really got interested in printing when I did my first stone lithograph. And you can see the video in the upper right corner. When you press on the eye, then you go straight to that video. Really got interested in printing from a stone, but I thought maybe it would be possible to do some printing from other materials as well. And I searched the internet and I found Claybord, which is a wonderful board, and it has clay on it, and it's a very smooth surface, and it's also water soluble, the same as the stones you work from when you do a stone lithography. So I really got interested in and searched some forums, but I really couldn't find the instructions. So I sent an email to Ampsersand, the makers of Claybord. They were very kind to send me some instructions. So in this video I'm going to do a stone lithograph from Claybord. So let's get to it. Claybord Lithography. What you need for printing a lithograph from Claybord. Claybord Original by Ampsersand. Claybord has a very smooth surface. You can also give the surface more of a tooth with fine sandpaper. This will resemble the texture of a stone. A 2-inch brush, Litho Pencils, sticks or liquid tusche, a cellulose sponge, vinegar, Litho Ink, a spatula, gum arabic, a 6-inch brayer and a glass plate, an etching press or barren, but a wooden or steel spoon will do, printing paper, a lot of newspaper, rubber gloves, paper towels and turpentine. Preparation Claybord. When you start out doing a lithograph from Claybord, you can sand the surface of the Claybord to get more tooth to your paper. It will resemble the structure of a stone when you start drawing on it. When you make your print with a press, it's advisable to sand the edges of the board to prevent damage from the press and press blankets. When you have finished your sanding, wash the surface under a cold water tap. Brush the loose clay off the plate. Then blot the plate with paper towels to let it dry. Drawing and painting. For drawing it's best to use litho pencils or litho sticks or liquid tusche. You can reveal the point by first drawing on the cord, then lift it up and roll the paper to the top. You can sharpen the point in two ways. With a pencil sharpener. I use a sharpener you actually use for an eye pencil. These are a bit bigger. For sharpening I use rough sandpaper. Pencil number 1 produces darker strokes, and pencil number 4 is a harder pencil and you can use it for finer details. Place a piece of paper on top of the Claybord where you need to rest your hands. Otherwise you end up with greasy smudges or fingerprints on your drawing. For this print I'm drawing my cat Bogo. I first sketch in the total shapes with a number 4 pencil. After that I draw in the details. It's hard in the beginning to make smooth gradients. What works best is to build up your gradients in steps. The harder you press with the pencil, the more structure you get in your drawing. It will resemble more of a structure you get when you draw on a stone. I also use litho sticks, they are easier to buy. The litho pencils are hard to get. I think they will be discontinued. I also use Scratchboard Tools to get more details in the fur. After that I draw in more details and keep on working on the drawing to get the total values right. Preparation for printing. Prepare your paper. Soak your printing paper into water for about 15 to 20 minutes. Prepare Claybord for printing. When you have finished drawing, it is time to prepare the Claybord for printing. Get some vinegar and clean your surface gently with a cellulose sponge. This will remove some unwanted stains and smudges you have made with your hand. You will see that some grey will drip off the plate, but that's perfectly normal. Then run the plate under a cold water tap and shake off the excess water. The preparation with the vinegar makes the drawing more receptive to gum arabic. Ink preparation. Open up the litho ink and scoop a little bit out and spread it on a glass plate. Use a brayer to spread out the ink evenly. Lift up your roller and change directions, otherwise your ink will not be distributed evenly. Gum arabic. Now it's time to prepare your Claybord with gum arabic. Use a big brush and paint the gum arabic liberally onto the plate for about 2 minutes. Make sure that the entire plate is covered. With a damp cellulose sponge, gently wipe off the excess gum arabic. Keep the plate wet, but not excessively. Inking. Roll the ink onto the plate with the Litho Ink 2 or 3 times. Clean the edges with a wet sponge. Grab the wetted paper and lay it on top of the plate, leaving space on all sides. For printing, it's always better to have bigger paper than the Claybord plate. Now you can print your paper in an etching press or use the backside of your spoon and roll in the spoon in a circular motion. As you can see, something went wrong with the inking. Maybe the ink was too dry, or I may have used too little gum arabic or water. Well, unfortunately it really didn't work out, but sometimes things like that happen, and I'll just keep on trying and making some adjustments in the inks or wetting the Claybord a little bit more with water, because I think that's where I made the mistake. So I lost my drawing, but fortunately I have recorded everything and you could still see it in this video. So if I have the solution, I will make another video about it, and then I'll show you the whole process again and the things I did to make it right. Creating is fun and practice makes perfect. See you next time. Doodles!